Hi everyone, Jan Fursdon here from Fursdon House. I have something I'd like to share with you this morning. It is not a journal, but it's a packet full of ephemera that you can use in a journal. About a month or so ago I did turned out I just loved it. It was a lace journal with a bit of an edge to it. And I tend to make a lot of ephemera and then put it all together in a journal. Well, I made so much that I had a huge amount left. And then I've added to it since then. So I thought, you know what? I'm just going to sell it like it is. So it is in my Etsy shop. And I'll put the link below. But here it is. It's literally a packet that you can turn into a journal if you'd like. Or however you want to use it. It's up to you. It's an antique. We're not quite sure what these were made for. We think, and I got this in Germany on my last visit there in August of last year. But we think it was for storing silver. Perhaps, we're just not sure. Or, some people could say it was a lingerie bag, but who knows. But anyway, here it is. It comes with this little heart that I made with some bridal fabric. There we go. And here I haven't fastened it because I thought, you might want to do that yourself, however you want to do it. But there's the reverse. And the packet itself, or I'm not even sure what to call it at this point. I can't keep my words straight. But it is 10.5 inches long by 6 3/4 inches this way. So 10.5, 6 3/4. Beautiful lace work on the cover. And the puppy is chock full of goodies. I was going to make another journal, but I thought, I'm not there yet. So I thought, you know what? Let's just put it all on Etsy. But there you can see the, sort of like the linen envelope, if you will. Okay. And I have done journals before where I put them in envelopes. It's really neat to do that. But as I said, this is just a lot of ephemera with lace and what have you. So I'll just get started. We have little bitty tabs here. And what I do is I make little tabs of just bits and snippets. And I glue them on a page. So you can see how I've done some of these. This is one. And so I've included these three. Make sure I'm staying focused. This is a little booklet I've made with a ledger from 1912, I believe it is. 1912 or 1910. But I've just, folded the page in half. It's an original. You can see it's from a group that met. And it was I think it was an all-male club of sorts. And it was just really neat to go through that. But that is an original page. And then, again, one of those little snippets, just glued it on. Makes a lovely little notebook. Here we have a little, oops, there's a thread. Here we have just a little folder. A little mini folder with some paper in it. Again, one of those little snippets just glued to the front. And here is just a plain, so that you can add your own things to it, or you can even put this in a journal. Put it right through here in a journal. You can add your own sheets, but that's from the same ledger. And I just can't find somewhere on here is the date of it. I'll try and find it. I will find it. I'll put the date on it in the description if I don't find it by the time I finish this. And I think here's another one. And again, I've left this one blank. They have meetings and what have you, and it's just really neat to see all the different things going. So 3 of those, and then this is an Edith Holden pocket, like so. That's an original page from the Edith Holden Country Diary of an Edwardian Lady. And I, again, just put some lace and things on top. And then on the reverse here, we've got a silk leaf. That's from a bridal bouquet. A little silk leaf and a vintage button. You open it up, and then I've just got some snippets of fabric here. And what you can do with this, what I would do with it, is just literally put it over a page. But again, that's up to you, or you could do it this way and use that as a pocket that way. Use that as the top, put it in your journal like so, however you want. Tea-dyed paper. There's a little journal card, vintage button. I love buttons. And this is something I've just made. You pull this out and you can write on the reverse. This is a purchased envelope. I just love the cutout of it, the shape of it. So that just really neat there. And just added some lace on the reverse. You can journal on the back if you'd like, as well as on the card inside. Here we have a bag. Now, I've left it undone in case you don't want to, but you could put it in a journal, literally, and, you know, bind it down the center. I've not put anything in it deliberately. You can fill it to your heart's content. Another one of those silk leaves from a bridal bouquet, 1960s, I believe, and then just a bit of vintage lace there. Tag here, using some vintage lace, and then this comes down like so. And then, of course, you can write on that. Then the reverse, more writing area. Y'all know I love my writing areas. I have to have lots of spaces to write on. And here's another one. More vintage lace. Space on the reverse. This is just a little bit of folded paper. And it just sits down in its little pocket like so. These are so precious. These are photocopies that I made from my originals of cabinet cards, and I just love them. This is the reverse of a cabinet card, but I just love the graphics on it, so I just, it actually goes to the reverse of this, but I wanted writing space again. You know me and my writing space. So here we have this one. Writing space on the reverse. Again, these are my photocopies of my originals of the cabinet cards. Now, is that the sweetest little boy? I love his look. The haircut, well, precious. And again, it's just reverse. I see I haven't inked that one up, so I will stain that one. It got away from me, but that will be stained to look a little bit older than what it is. And here's the other one. And I've just used one of my, this is actually hot glue that I use, not wax. Wax tends to break, and this is much more supple. It bends a little bit, so it's cream colored hot glue, and then I use my seals that you would use for wax things, wax seals. But I just use it with that, and it's perfect. Got that on YouTube. I can't remember now who I got it from, but it was like, oh my goodness. I thought that was so cool. Here is, here's a bit of lace, just a sweet little piece there. A journaling card. I got this idea from Jeanette at My Cottage Crafts, where they put the bit of netting over it, and I just thought that was so, so sweet. You can see the corset on the inside and bits and pieces, and journaling space on the reverse. Here we have another bag. And I've just put another of the seal. This one, the other one was a tree, and this one's a bee. I love bees. And again, I have not fastened, oh, maybe, no, I didn't. I have not fastened it, so you can put it inside a journal if you want, and stitch it down, or you can just literally use it like this. You can add pages to it, whatever you want to do. And the next thing we have is card here. That was my husband coming in and realized I was taping, so bless him, he ran away. Just some vintage crocheted lace there to form a pocket, and then we just have I just like the look of that. I pulled it off of something, I can't even remember now what, but this would be perfect if you wanted to put it like as a tuck spot or just as decoration. I would just put glue here and literally glue it down to a page, however you want to do it. And then, of course, there's a pocket. I've just put it in there. I don't know why I even put it in there. It doesn't really belong. Here we have another little bag pocket. Now, what you can do, there's a pocket here. And then if you glue it down here, here, and here, you can also form another pocket there. And these are just bits of writing paper that go in the pocket. And let's see, here's a little bag. Now this is a glassine bag that's been tea stained. Now this one is stitched. It does have some writing, some lace. Isn't that beautiful? I have yet to figure out how to do lace dyed paper. I've got to figure that out because I love it. And let's see, how's it going there? There we go. And just a bit of paper in this one. Again, the lace covered, or lace dyed paper. And then some very old, this is like 1940s, 1950s vintage lace that I've just put on there. These are not originals. These are, I forget now where it came from. But it's a reproduction. And it's just for fun. But you could make a pocket out of it. You could put it in like this and sew it down in your journal. You could have a pocket here, however you want to do it. That's vintage lace here, vintage lace there. And the same for this one. Again, vintage lace, decorated, and no writing space per se, but again, it would make great pockets. And it's the exchange. Oh, how exciting. The exchange in March. Again, this is a photocopy. It's not an original. May 13th, 1868. And here's I used cardstock from, it was a Stamperia design, and I cannot remember the name of the booklet, but it's beautiful paper, and it has corsets and lace and everything, which gave me the idea to do the lace journal anyway. And then on the reverse, I've got this piece of antique lace here, and just several bits of paper that you can write on. This is just a little folded up, like so. And this was made from this, you can see the sheen on it, I believe. It's from the surroundings of a bouquet of flowers that I think came on Mother's Day, maybe, or maybe my birthday. But anyway, I couldn't throw it away, and I just thought it was so pretty. So it's just a lace plastic, really. Great for journaling. What is this? Some of the stuff I haven't even looked at for a while, so it's just a paper. I've just put that down there as a, I don't know what they call them, a fall, who knows. The paper just folds up, like so. This is, this is an original. I've put this down here in the center to reinforce it. But this is from a very old 1930s, 1920s music book. I think it was 19... See if I can find a date. It's somewhere around in there. It's 1910, 1920, 1930, somewhere in there. But anyway, would make great pockets if you want, or you could just glue some paper on here to write on it if you wanted, or just use it just like that, however you want to. But this is an original. It's not a photocopy. Here is another 1913. That was that ledger that I had. This is a larger page from that same journal. Or it's not a journal, it's a ledger. August 11th, 1913. It was a lodge opened in due form. Brother Bailey presiding, officers present, da-da-da. Excuse me. But I just thought it was really neat. And then on the reverse, you can see there's space for writing if you want. I just think it's really neat to see all of this, the old advertising and old ways of writing. Beautiful penmanship. And this is another one of those glue stick. It's this color of glue stick. And again, I just heat it up in the glue gun, put my seal on it, and it makes a beautiful, kind of a closure if you want, or a seal, anything. Beautiful and decorative, however you want. Okay, there's that one. Same for this. Same sheet, same ledger, 1913. I've just put a feather here, and that's a purchase feather. It's not, I didn't find it in the yard anywhere. July 21st, 1913. Brother Bailey is still presiding. I just thought they were neat. And the last one of this, and I'm not sure this one has a date. Yes, it does, July 7th, 1913. And now it is Brother... Babelik? Not sure. Anyway, doesn't matter. Blackmore, that's it. like more. No, well, maybe not. Anyway. Just love those old things. And here, what I've done is, this was going to be a signature in the other journal, and I started to tear it apart and just use this as a pocket and that as a pocket and so on. But I thought, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to leave it. If y'all want to tear it apart, whoever purchases it, y'all can tear it apart. But in the meantime, or you could even make a small travel journal if you wanted. We've got this bit of silk coming down here, and then you've got several pages there. This one is just one page on this side. You have little pearls here. These are orchids. These are real orchids that I was able to dry. You don't really press these. I allow them to just literally dry. I put them, once they fall off the plant, I don't pull them off because my husband loves orchids. I don't care for them at all. But I put them in the CD sleeve, and just after they've fallen off, just put them down in there, and then keep the CD sleeve open and just kind of put it somewhere where it's out of the way, and then they dry on their own. I found that if you press them, they basically just disappear. It's just, they're too fragile to really press. But that is a pocket that you can use it for. Same on the front. I've used some vintage cocktail napkin, I believe is what it is. So again, it's a pocket. Vintage doily. This is from a bridal bouquet. The flower is, and then you've got the vintage doily here, and then some lace that actually belongs to a shower curtain that I love, and I'm using it up, and it's just really neat. So there you have it. So that's all of it. I hope you're having a lovely time. I know it's been a while since I've done any videos. I've been so busy. Various and sundry things have cropped up, but it's called life. Life intervenes, and then we go forth. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to let me know. I'd appreciate it if you'd give me a like on the button below. And I hope you're having a lovely day. It's Friday, and it's, oh goodness, Madison, Alabama is now in summertime, so we are talking 88 to 92 degrees. It's Friday, and it's sticky. So hope you're all having a lovely time. Take care of each other, and may God bless, and see you next time. Bye-bye.